What would you do if a doctor said your life was in danger? Hirai. Yoko faced just that. After battling deafness, ulcerative colitis, and then a pancreatic tumor, she found herself at a crossroads. Instead of opting for risky surgery, she tried Falun Dafa at her mother's suggestion. Reading Zhuan Falun and doing gentle exercises every night brought not just physical relief. The pain and tumor subsided, but inner peace and better relationships at work and home. This is a story about healing, hope, and the simple habits that changed everything. Hirai. Yoko, a Falun Gong practitioner in Japan, lost her health in her 20s and fell into despair. Yet after practicing Falun Dafa, she miraculously regained her health and became a positive person. Diseases eliminated by Dafa. Ms. Hirai became deaf in her 20s, was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis in her 30s, and found herself with a pancreatic tumor in her 40s. After undergoing blood tests, ultrasounds, gastroscopies, MRIs, positron emission tomography, and various other exams, her doctor told her, "If this is determined to be a malignant tumor, not only your pancreas but your stomach and spleen must also be removed. This is an extremely complicated operation, and you could even lose your life." Hearing this, Ms. Hirai cried in despair. On hearing the news, Ms. Hirai's mother suggested she try practicing Falun Gong. Her mother had been a practitioner for many years and told her, "Thanks to Falun Gong, my rheumatoid arthritis and collagen vascular disease were cured." There were limits to what Western medicine could achieve in response to her illness, so even if she underwent surgery, Ms. Hirai knew her quality of life would deteriorate. She stopped pursuing Western medical treatment and began practicing Falun Gong with her mother in August 2017. After learning the exercises from her mother, Ms. Hirai began reading the main Falun Gong book, Zhuan Falun, online with other practitioners each night. She also read articles on the Japanese Minghui website on her mother's recommendation. "Since I started practicing, not only has my pancreatic tumor not grown, but my other conditions, such as ulcerative colitis, severe dysmenorrhea, and shoulder pain, have disappeared. Moreover, my mental state has become peaceful." Ms. Hirai Yoko, practicing the 5th set of Falun Gong exercises. Zhuan Falun is the key to a new world. Before practicing, I couldn't tell right from wrong. Zhuan Falun is a ray of light in the darkness, a precious book that guides and opens a new world to people. Repeated rounds of reading have led me to understand many truths, overturning the lies we've learned in society regarding history, science, and human values. Good things and famous people praised by the world are not as perfect as they are portrayed. For example, modern medicine ignores people's natural healing ability. People visit hospitals to receive injections and medications when they feel unwell. However, I learned through reading Zhuan Falun that the root cause of people's illness is karma. Health problems can be fully resolved if people are willing to improve their moral values. Ms. Hirai experienced this herself recently when she developed eczema all over her body. Her eyes became so swollen she could not put on any makeup. At first, she wondered, did it arise due to food or environmental factors? Yes, and ways and weak about people's. With the highest, we will be ready to cemeteries, and the 7 numbers, or calling class authors, numbers. Her eczema continued to persist for nearly half a year until Ms. Hirai realized that her condition might be caused by herself. This might be deliberate to eliminate the bad things in my body. She began practicing the exercises and studying the Fa more diligently, and her symptoms soon disappeared. Dafa opens the mind and grants wisdom. As a career professional, Ms. Hirai participates in system development projects, which cover system planning, setup, production, and follow-up to ensure smooth running operations. Various problems can crop up at each stage, with significant effort needed to coordinate with corporate management, system developers, and users. In the past, worries over these problems had caused Ms. Hirai to suffer frequent bouts of insomnia. Since then, Falun Gong has given me wisdom, and these work problems no longer trouble me. After cultivating Dafa, I can come up with the best solution to the problem, and my worries over work have diminished. Me can we do on this to breath? For example, when the system fails, possible reasons for the failure will immediately come to mind, and I can implement appropriate measures in the shortest amount of time. When I overlook things, those around me will promptly make me aware, so I am able to avoid these shortfalls. In the past, when fellow colleagues said they were taking sick leave, I would become irritated because of the corresponding increase in workload. After practicing Dafa, I find myself willing to cover for others. This spirit of mutual assistance influenced others in my workplace and improved our working atmosphere. I have become a trusted person among my colleagues. Ms. Hirai participating in a Falun Gong activity. Practicing Falun Gong has benefited me greatly. On May 13, World Falun Dafa Day, and also the eve of Master's birthday, I would like to wish Master a happy birthday. I will diligently cultivate to the end and encourage fellow practitioners so that we can progress together. If Hirai Yoko's journey inspired you, you can learn more about Falun Dafa and similar personal stories online. Practitioner websites and independent reports offer detailed insights about the practice and its history in China. For more information, helpful links, and recommended reading, check the description below. If this video resonated with you, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share so others can find hope too.